Off daily with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus.
He does not
this is James,
like
senior
Jimmy.
producer for The Ramsey Show. Did you know over 18 million people listen to The Ramsey Show every week? And a lot of those people listen on one of our 600 plus radio stations across the country. To find a station near you, head to theramseyshow.com.
Alrighty, Ramsey Show. Oh, over. After show beginning. Just entering a few links in the chat. Make it easy for people to click on them. PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money. Alrighty. And we'll get going in just a second here. Just give the peeps a sec to get in the chat. Whoops. There we go. Alrighty, lost 5 subscribers since yesterday. That happens. Let's see. User testing. Can't do that now. Show number 184 today. Verify that that's correct. That is correct. I'm ready. Let's get going. We're already a bunch after the hour, a bunch of minutes after the hour, because the replays start late because they have a 2-minute countdown that starts right on the hour, so they go over usually. So the first thing we do is sing, obviously. And you're just lucky Christmas is over because I won't be doing a Christmas song in addition to this one, and nobody that I have a song for hosted today, so you just get this one. And there's the lyrics. You can sing along, wait for the drum taps. 2. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we do not do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. Stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. Yes, you. If you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. Student loans and all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I go, why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, then you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. What up, Spring? Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show brought to you by Tina Scher, the Queen of Sheba. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat and the people in it and all things financial and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money, certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. The link is at the top of the chat, and it's also in the video description below. You can email me about anything, yes, anything, at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. And you can also get me on Instagram. Add me on the gram. Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that would be paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Alrighty. How's it going, Spring? Today's Ramsey Show hosts were Dave Ramsey, author of The Total Money Makeover and Baby Steps Millionaires, and that latter book is on pre-order. It comes out January 11th. Shortly after that, on January 13th, is the Ramsey Building Wealth in 2022 free live stream, is what it says right there. And that will be attended. Actually, the participating in it will be Dave Ramsey. He's not just attending, he's not just watching. It will be Dave Ramsey and his daughter Rachel Cruz, and no relation to him, George Camel. And that will be Thursday, January 13th, 7 p.m. Central Time. We know that, of course, in the Eastern Time Zone as 8 p.m. And that will be free, and so that's probably just you can probably just get that on the YouTube, but you can register to be sent a reminder about that. Spring says going, got deposit slips for tomorrow filled out, have to close out December budget, but likely won't do that until Sunday or Monday. Have to do January budget too. Absolutely, got to do all that stuff. Reminder that the Ramsey Show is repeats all this week, including tomorrow, which is New Year's Eve. And I have been live every single one of the days. Even when that's a replay, I will still be live that evening, if at all possible. I will be live tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for the after show, even though it's New Year's Eve. Maybe we can sing Auld Lang Syne. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Definitely have to get the words on that, because you don't know what happens after. Let old acquaintance be forgotten, never found your way, or something. I don't know, something like that. So we'll have to get the lyrics on that, but I will have those available for you. Market report. As you can see, everything is down. Everything was mostly up today. Until right at the end. I do not know what happened. At 3:37, it just went. Actually, before that, about right there, started going, and then at 3:19, it just started going. Let's see if that holds. Probably holds true on all of them. Yep, they're all gonna look the same. The Nasdaq, not as down as the Dow Jones and the S&P 500. So maybe I will have a chance at winning fantasy mutual funds for tomorrow. Small cap, barely down, but still down a little bit. 45 cents out of 2248.79. Yeah. So go back to the main page. Bed Bath & Beyond reporting earnings next week. Conagra Brands. The most followed single stocks on the Google, and they're all down except for the artist formerly known as Facebook. That would be Meta Platforms, and they are up almost 0.5%, while everything else is down. Alrighty, let's check out the rest of the planet. We're not alone here on the planet. Everything mostly up in Europe. Asia mostly, mostly down in Europe. 3 out of 5 of the ones that they track here. Currencies. That would be the US dollar up on the euro, US dollar up on the Japanese yen, but the British pound, love, up on the US dollar. And the Canadian dollar beating up on the US dollar. It's about time. But the US dollar is up against the Australian dollar, mate, just a little bit. It might even change while I'm talking like it did one time. Crikey. Pals in crypto, they are all up at the moment. ATM, as the kids say. And those keep going after the 4 p.m. close of the U.S. Stock Exchange. So they do move sometimes while you're looking at them. I think then that Cardano just moved, I think. Yeah, but they're up. Bitcoin has been having a down trend the past month, as you can see there, but the past 6 months it's up 34.33%. But the past month, as you can see, the past month is about right there, November 30th, and so it was there. So it dropped $10,000. It dropped. Alrighty. 10,000 would seem to be a lot for 1 month, but it's crypto, so nobody knows what's going on there. Matt Daniels has to work on budgeting and taxes too. Hope the new year's better during the pandy for everyone else. Alright. Is better during the pandemic. Okay, I think that's a good thing. You mean like this New Year's, even though it's still, we're still in a pandy, this New Year is better than last year was? Last year wasn't horrible. Let's see. What else do we need to do? Oh, I did everything on here. All right. So, breaking stock futures inch higher ahead of the final trading session of 2021. The market, where is that? Stock market will be open New Year's Eve, while the bond markets close early on Friday. That's okay. Dave Ramsey does not recommend bonds anyway, so it doesn't matter they close early. Also, no single stocks while we're at it, but mutual funds, yes. Managed mutual funds, yes. Let's see. Peek into 2022. Economy job growth set to slow but remain strong. 24% of Americans don't have a retirement strategy. That's bad. Hours limited at Costco, Best Buy, Macy's, and more. Stores aren't generally closed the whole day, though. New Year's Day, some restaurants are closed. Like I think Chipotle is. Maybe Chick-fil-A. I don't know off the top of my head. Springs at work from 10:30 p.m. tonight until Saturday morning, and then Saturday 3:30 to Sunday. So no, yeah, there's no New Year's break for spring. Gonna be working hard. All right, this from CNBC. That's where also that breaking news is here. Didn't max out your IRA this year? There's still time in 2022, and that's not just this year. That is every year. If you couldn't max out your individual retirement account in 2021, don't despair. There's still time to make a contribution to traditional and Roth IRAs. The deadline for putting money into IRAs for this year is April 15th, 2022, tax day. And you can still contribute to last year's IRA, and that's the way you should do it. Instead of switching to the new year one, you should max out your previous year because you could get more income during the year, and then be able to contribute. Like if you get in May, if you have maxed out your IRA already, then you can't put anything into you can't go back at that point and put anything in for 2021, even though you didn't max it out. So you should always max out 2021, the previous year. Make sure the previous year is always maxed out before you start contributing for the new year's. And if you're doing it yourself on a brokerage, when you contribute money to it, it will ask you, do you want to contribute to it for, like right now, or January 1st, it'll say, do you want to contribute it to 2022 or 2021? And then you get to choose. For 2021, the maximum contribution to an IRA is $6,000 for those under age of 50. But if you are old like me, you can do $7,000. Limits are the same for 2022, according to the IRS. And they would not lie to you about that. They are correct about that. The 401ks went up a little bit. The max on those. Let's see what we got here. But yes, I think the time thing was basically saying the more money you get into it sooner, the more money it's going to make, obviously, in the market. Alrighty. Same thing for HSA, right? You right. Alright, let's see. I gotta unblock rather, ads on this website. I don't do the whole site, I just do it page at a time. And so yeah, 30-year rates edge up for new mortgages and refinances. And we'll just look at I don't have a chart, unfortunately, for AJ. There's one though. There's one of the trending. There's one, AJ. If you happen to see this later, we were having a discussion about that. He said he likes it when it's graphs and stuff. Because I think Kelly, said, or no, is Sydney? Yeah, I think Sydney said you should. Financial things are easier to learn graphically. So the 30-year fixed mortgages are up to 3.250, 20-year 2.875, And the 15-year is unchanged, and the 10-year is down actually. So in these short terms, that's still a good incentive. So you save the interest money on those. And of course, Dave Ramsey recommends 15 years max anyway. So there you go. No other stuff from there. Matty Bags in the house. I wonder if Dave's at the Tennessee football game. I don't know. I don't know if he is or not. Where's it's in Nashville. Tennessee is playing in the Music City Bowl. Because the local team doesn't always get to play in these bowls. Let's see. That is an and. This from USA Today. Oh, we already did this. Stock market will be open. Let's see. This from the BBC News. Tesla is recalling 475,000 cars in the U.S. Let's see why. According to documents filed with the U.S. safety regulator. Because of potential rear view camera issues affecting 2017 to 2020 Model 3 Teslas. Safety report submitted this month estimates that around 1% of recalled Model 3s may have a defective rear view camera. Over time, repeated opening and closing of the trunk lid, well, don't do that. They didn't know you were going to open your trunk, may cause excessive wear to a cable that provides the rear view camera feed, says a safety recall report submitted by Tesla to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in the U.S. on the 21 December. Was this written not in America? Oh, BBC, duh. Okay, all right, fine. I'll let it go then, because it's the BBC, and they do the day, and then the month, and then the year, so that's fine. The loss of the review camera display may increase the risk of collision, it adds. Now, you wouldn't think necessarily that would be a big deal, because they still allow vehicles on the road that do not have rear view cameras. But the problem is, if you are used to having that rear view camera, then you may have an issue. And since it's a recall, that gives you a free repair on that. Oh, it's Tennessee Volunteers versus the Purdue Boilermakers. Yep, Drew Brees. Drew Brees went to Purdue. Alrighty. It's from the Market Watch. It's just a sum up today. Dow down 61 points on losses in Procter & Gamble Microsoft shares. So we did see that Microsoft was down. Yeah, and there you can see them right there. Procter & Gamble down 0.86%. Microsoft 0.77%. Nike down 0.76%. Amazon down. No, that's not Amazon. Never mind. That's a I don't know what the American growth is. That a mutual fund on that, or is that a company? I do not know on that one, but that's Apple at down 66%. Alrighty, and this one is from thestate.com, and this says the 6th earthquake in 4 days rocks the Midlands. What to know? And that is in the South Carolina, and that is Troy Story Country. So he hasn't been in the chat lately, but he has been emailing me, and he didn't say anything about earthquake problems, so I'm assuming that he's okay. Let's see, 2.5, 3.3 magnitude quakes. Those aren't that that bad. let's see. The other 4 earthquakes have been 2.5 magnitude or lower. Okay, that's not crazy, but I mean, that still qualifies as an earthquake and probably isn't fun. Any quake less than 5.5 magnitude is not likely to cause significant damage. So, but I wonder what's causing that. They have no idea. Yeah, they have no idea. Or if they did, they didn't say. Let's put it that way. But hope Troy Story is doing all right in the South Carolina. This is from Bakersfield.com. And I believe that might be Bakersfield, California. Let's see. Yep, Bakersfield, California. 52 degrees there. That's not bad. 46 degrees here, which a little warm, I think, for December 30. But this says T cells come to the rescue. Studies show they buck Omicron. I forgot to find out how that's pronounced. If it's Omicron or Omicron. An unsung arm of the immune system appears to protect against severe disease with the Omicron variant, even when antibodies wane, helping to explain why a record wave of infection hasn't engulfed hospitals so far. T cells, the body. When is this dated? Yeah, today, 5 hours ago. Okay. So apparently it hasn't engulfed hospitals, despite record cases being reported. T cells, the body's weapon against virus-infected cells, were primed enough by vaccination that they defended against Omicron in separate studies from Erasmus University in the Netherlands and the University of Cape Town in South Africa. The findings could help explain why the wave of Omicron cases hasn't so far caused a surge in mortality from South Africa to the US and UK. Unlike antibodies, T cells can target the whole of the virus's spike protein, which remains largely similar even in the highly mutated Omicron. All right. This one from the New York Post. Nancy Pelosi scoops up call options for the Google, the Disney, and the Roblox. Roblox is a kids game. Kids video game. The kids love it. Kind of like a Minecraft kind of thing. Congress is in recess for the holidays, but Nancy Pelosi has kept busy playing the market. The Democratic Majority Leader and her husband, Paul Pelosi, recently bought millions of dollars worth of call options for stocks, including Google, Salesforce, Roblox, and Disney. Financial disclosures published Thursday's show. Yeah, they do have to disclose that and make that public knowledge. The purchases occurred from blah, 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 blah. Just days after Pelosi insisted in a press conference that members of Congress should be allowed to trade individual stocks despite often being privy to insider information that can move markets. We're a free market economy, adding that members of Congress should be able to participate in that. Well, I mean, that's not really fair because the rest of us that are participating in it aren't privy to that insider information. So I don't know what you do about that to make that fair. Let's see. That might be all from that we need. Progressive, including Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, of New York, and Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts have slammed members of Congress trading stocks as brazen and ludicrous, while Republican Arizona Senate candidate Blake Masters recently nicknamed Pelosi Naughty Nancy, called for a ban on all stock trading by members of Congress. Okay, so there you got people on both sides that do not like it, and there's probably people on both sides that do like that as well. Alrighty, I told telling everybody I know because these are awesome games on the Epic Store. This would be epicgames.com/store. If you scroll down, they still have their sale, first of all, going on. Same sale as before Christmas. This is going on through January 6th, I believe. And so you see these, well, not all of them are brand new, but you see the regular price amount, and you see the amount of the sale price on them. And also there is a $10 coupon that gets applied automatically to however many purchases you want to make. Once you use it one time, it regenerates itself. So that's pretty fun. So I got my son Far Cry 6 Standard Edition, and so instead of $38.99, it was $28.99. How about that? You cannot beat that with a stick. And that was I can't remember the actor's name again, but he was Gustavo Fring in Breaking Bad, and he was, I can't remember, it's Moff something in Mandalorian. But for free is the last 3 games in the Tomb Raider series. These are the 3 newest games. And it was, I don't know why they don't have them in order. It was Tomb Raider was the first one, and then Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then Shadow of the Tomb Raider was the most recent one. And so these are all excellent. And not only do you get the games all for free, and that's all this week until January 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Not only do you get them free, you get the best version of them, which has all the downloadable content in it and all the extra stuff. The first Tomb Raider game is the Game of the Year edition. The second one, the Rise of the Tomb Raider, is the 20-year celebration of Tomb Raider edition, and that has, like I said, that's got all the DLC and stuff in it, and the Shadow of the Tomb Raider definitive edition. So if you like games like Uncharted, where you do shooting and climbing and stuff like that, you will probably enjoy these. I'm gonna check my notifications because I'm keeping it real. All right. That's my boss telling me I could take tomorrow off. I assume that it would be. So, yeah. So get those games if you like video games. Your computer does have to, let's see, this one would probably take the least amount of computer. Let's see what it requires. It won't play on just any computer. Specifications, the minimum. Windows XP Service Pack. Wow, okay. Dual core. Okay, so this one would probably play on just about any computer. Let's see. It depends on what your video is. If you have video built on the motherboard, that's going to be a maybe, even on a new computer. Results may vary on that. Let's see what they are on the newest one. Because this is like the worst time to buy a video card, because they are crazy expensive because of the silicon shortage. Yep, as you can see, that's graphics are really good. Not as good as the new games are going to be, obviously, with that Unreal 5 engine. Let's see what they are. Oh, that'll still run on Windows 7. Windows 7 has been out of life or end of life by Microsoft, so don't use that. It's not safe on the internet anymore because they're not doing security patches for it. Okay, so that's an i3 3220 Intel processor, AMD equivalent. So that's I mean, that's going back. That's probably, so if your computer is 5 years old or newer, it should probably have that. The 8 GB of RAM, an average computer from 5 years ago probably did not have 8 GB of RAM though. And as far as the video card, yeah, the GTX 1050. Yeah, I have the GTX 1050 Ti, so my computer doesn't even match the video card needed for the recommended specs, but it will do the video. So this one might be all right. So, but you probably have a good, if your computer's 5 years old, even you probably still have a good chance, unless it was a bargain basement $300 computer 5 years ago. You could still play the first Tomb Raider game right here. Results may vary depending on what your computer is. Alrighty. Let's see if we did the. Oh, no magic today. No extra subscribers. Upcoming streams, and I'll probably do more since I'm off. Let me make sure that's what he said, that I was off. Tomorrow. Some days on Saturday. We'll take tomorrow off if you'd like. Yeah, I would. He's always let me have the 31st off, so that's why I assumed I was off. Okay, so the ones that are scheduled though are going to be, let's see, what's tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow's Friday, but it is New Year's Eve, but I'm still going to be doing the Ramsey Show after show, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And that follows and it probably will be more like 6:03, 6:04, something like that, because the Ramsey Show replays for this week have been running a little bit later than the hour. And so I always go live after a replay and, of course, after a live Ramsey Show. Saturdays and Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Old Man Video Gaming, and I might over the next 3 or 4 days until the second or so, I will probably do at least one game stream every single day, probably. So some bonus Old Man Gaming in there. Perhaps if Bella's available, perhaps some father-daughter video gaming in there somewhere. Wednesday, no set time, the Curse of Oak Island recap. More on that in a second, because I pre-record those. And Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I alternate tech support and Ramsey Coach support. I just did Ramsey Coach support this past Monday, so this coming Monday will be tech support stream. And today I added 2 other recaps of the companion show of The Curse of Oak Island, which is called, the companion show is called Drilling Down, and they have 2 episodes so far this season of that. And so I did a cap of those, and I'm changing the name to No Cap Recap because I thought of it while I was in the shower. So that's fun. Yeah, like I said, this is a companion show. The other ones, now I don't know. I put those in the playlist, in the Oak Island playlist. Maybe they take a while to show up in the playlist, but I did put those when I uploaded them. I did put those in the Oak Island playlist, and as you can see, 132 views, and I did upload that 9 hours ago. But as you can see, people love it. This one has gotten 3.8 thousand views, or yeah, 3.8. Yeah, that's right. I was upset at myself for getting it wrong, but it was correct. 3.8 thousand views for that one. 3.8 thousand views for that one. 7.4 thousand for that one. How about that? That was episode 4. I don't know what the difference of that was. Let's see about the newest ones. 8 days ago that was the newest episode of Curse of Oak Island. There was not a new one this week. They ran the companion show in its spot, and that's 1.4 thousand views. But that's still a lot, and that has upped my viewership and my hours watched a great deal. This episode 6, almost 4,000 views. That one's 6.6 thousand. So, Oak Island people, thank you so much. Especially the ones subscribing. Give my plugs one more time. Schedule a free financial coach consultation. If you hit that bad boy, it will take you to calendly.com/CoachSteveMoney, and you just click on financial coaching consultation assessment, and it's got a calendar right there. You can change it to the day you want the appointment. You can click on the date you want, and then you can put in the time you would like the appointment, and then Calendly will let me know about that, and then I will be in touch with you to let you know what I need ahead of time, and that will be all cool. And again, that consultation is absolutely free. No obligation to buy anything or give me any money at all. PayPal donations. Click on that P right there, or you can go to paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. That right there, and of course that is through PayPal.com, as you can see right there. It's a secure website, and just click send, log into your PayPal account, and you can send me a donation because I do not qualify for monetization until I get 1,000 subscribers. And so still got some work to do on that, but as far as the other requirements, the numbers watched, I should be fine on that. Instagram is, guess what? Instagram.com/CoachSteveMoney, and I actually posted on there the night before Christmas. How about that? So I am going to try to do that more. And I think that is about it. Oh, email me, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. If you have any questions about anything, you want to talk about anything that's on my channel, if you want to talk about Oak Island, if you want to talk about Ramsey stuff, financial coaching, that, oh yeah, I forgot, I did show a little bit of that. I was playing Uncharted the other day. And I did show a little bit about that at the end of the Ramsey show yesterday. If you want to talk about Ramsey stuff, financial coaching stuff, that's fine. If you want to talk about any video gaming stuff, any computer stuff at all, this is where I put the tech support with Coach Steve Money episodes. And of course, since it's PC Building Simulator is the game, I also put that in there, because that teaches you a lot about how to build computers and how they work. The music, I gotta do new versions of these because these sound horrible. I can sing both of these so much better now, and so we need to get that done. But you can ask me about anything that's on your mind. And I guess that's it. Everyone have a wonderful New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And as I said, I will be on the YouTube, so I will be doing live streams. So drop by and say hi. Even if you can't watch a long time, I'd appreciate it. You drop by and say hi. Yeah. So, and how we end it is we go like this. I go make, if you look in the green part right there at the bottom, right under Coach Steve Money, it says make smart financial decisions every day. So do that. Thanks, guys. No, I forgot. Supposed to do that with that. So I can also click in stream right there. So I can do